We picked up our eMTB in late 2019, early 2020. And ever since then, our lives have transformed.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
In today's video, we're gonna go deep and talk about the 3 ways eMTBs have changed not just my life, but ours. Welcome to senditfrankie's eMTB adventures. Let's get started. The biggest impact that eMTBs have in my life is the amount of time I get to spend with my wife, Ellen. This might not apply to you if you're trying to escape from your better half, but for those like me who love sharing their life experiences with everyone, taking my wife to the outdoors and doing some of the impossible, gnarly things makes me feel so accomplished as a husband. We get to share countless memories of breathtaking views on our eMTB adventures to Utah or Sedona, and we got much more to look forward to. Now, I'm 100% positive that you can achieve this on a regular bike, or us e-bikers love to call it analog bikes, but I can assure you it is gonna be extremely difficult to pull this off on your first 2 years of mountain biking. Let's be real, if you are a super motivated individual, it is entirely possible that you can become an extremely good mountain bike rider within just the first year of mountain biking. But Ellen, my wife, coming from a completely different culture where physical education is not a concern, eMTBs has truly given us the ability to enjoy the outdoors this country has to offer. At least now she understands why a top-tier mountain bike park costs so much, and I do not have to hide the real cost of that park. Secondly, the mountain bike community is incredible. Yes, there are a lot of eMTB haters and a few toxic people floating in the forums, but like everything else, that is a small portion of the community. I was able to connect with friends that I lost contact with for more than 15 years. Ever since we picked up our eMTBs, we've been hitting so many different trails together. We never had to discuss who's in what condition, who lacks the physical ability to do this trail. Most of the time, us three being on the eMTBs, we're just able to just smash a whole bunch of trails that probably, if we were on analog, it would take us quite a while to get into that physical mode, to try to get everybody fit, try to get everybody into the same skill range so we can all drop in together. After 15 years, all 3 of us picked up our eMTBs and we could just head out to Greer, and we could just head out to Vail, we could just head out to San Juan without really worrying about, does he have the physical ability? I get to meet friends like Rory who carry me out of Greer. 65-year-old dude carrying me out of Greer. Orvin, ex-downhill racer, helped me a whole bunch on my YouTube channel while I was in my injured state. Stefano, the Italian maestro who can shred and play guitar. Don Zabel, the action sports legend. Without getting on eMTB, I doubt I'll ever have the chance to meet these wonderful people. My wife, Ellen, is likely the least skilled, least physical, least mentally ready to be riding with all these great people, but the eMTB itself can bring advanced riders like Orvin and Rory and Zabel and someone like my wife, Ellen, together on one trail ride. If you are a community person, eMTB will bring this community together because advanced riders can share all their trail knowledge with a beginner rider because they can ride together. And a lot of the things that we see on the forums today, you can see that a lot of beginner riders want the information. Advanced riders will likely find it very boring to be riding with beginner riders because physical ability. But as an advanced rider and as a beginner rider, eMTBs can bring both together. Beginner riders can learn a hell lot more with an advanced rider next to you, teaching you about the trails, teaching you trail etiquette, teaching everything that a beginner rider needs to know, which is just fantastic for the community. And everybody's trying to forget about this part of eMTBing when, you know, the eMTBs can bring the community together. So we're completely blessed to be able to meet so many new people, as I have recently just moved back from California, from Taiwan, where I also met my wife, where I also met a great group of mountain bike riding people in Taiwan. There's nothing better than having a group of mountain bikers, eMTBs, together. While we are on the subject of community building, I finally revised my Patreon page, and I hope everybody can take their chance to go check out my Patreon page, support my YouTube channel. I will be hosting regular Patreon group rides, and the membership fee for the Patreon is just a $3 membership each month. You also get early access, you also get behind the scenes. You can also directly message me inside Patreon. I know there's a lot of questions we all have. Support my page and let's build a community together where we can learn, laugh, cry, ride, and hang out. I look forward to seeing you guys on our next group ride. And if it wasn't for my eMTB, I wouldn't have gotten to YouTube and challenged myself to a 365 days of mountain bike riding and progress my fitness to where I am now. In the beginning of 2020, when our world was turned upside down, I decided to invest majority of my time into YouTube. And my first challenge was 365 days of mountain bike riding. During this challenge, I was able to complete features I dreamt of doing, places like Simpson Park, places like TMB and Greer, Insidious and Greer, doubles, whole bunch of jumps at San Clemente, including all that stuff. I never would have dreamt I could do those, and I can do those by myself on my 365-day challenge. And unfortunately, at 153 days, I broke my ankle, tried to perform a double at Greer. It really had to do with me being ahead of myself. I was successful at a whole bunch of jumps, and I wanted to amp that up a little bit, and I picked a bigger jump than I should have. The amount of riding that I did in such a short amount of time really propelled me forward, gave me that confidence to ride, gave me that ability to read the features, gave me the ability to go back and think of all the features I've accomplished and then apply it during my ride. If it really wasn't for the eMTB, I couldn't have been out there daily, consecutively, and making videos and uploading. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If today's video helped you in any way, please hit that like, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to see more of my journey, my 365 days of riding, you can click on any of these videos up here.